Hola a todo el mundo y bienvenido a mi canal. Yo me llamo Sirey. Soy una abogada afro-latina licenciada practicando la ley criminal, pero como todos ustedes, a mí me fascina cuando estamos hablando de casos de crímenes reales. En este video vamos a continuar hablando de Michaela Rylaarsdam. Si quieren más video en español, nada más dime allá abajo. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree. I'm a licensed and practicing Afro-Latino criminal attorney who, much like the rest of you, has a severe fascination with true crime cases. Listen. Okay, you guys, this is actually going to be a really short video. Okay, it's going to be a really short video. I remember that I shared with you guys the case of OnlyFans model Michaela Rylaarsdam, who was at the time charged with second-degree murder for a BDSM session that kind of went wrong. Okay. Since then, Michaela has pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, which I told you this was the case in the beginning. I want to share with you guys my opinions on her plea, the opinions on the sentence, the opinions on the case overall. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is the continued coverage on Michaela Rylaarsdam.
What was the nature of the messages back and forth?
The nature of it was Mr. Dale asking Ms. Rylaarsdam to do certain things for him. He was asking her to buy boots and glue them on his feet with Gorilla Glue. He was asking her to buy dildos and glue them in his mouth. And he also asked her to pour pools of Gorilla Glue into his eyes to glue them shut, so that she was the last girl that he would ever see.
And based on these text messages, were you able to tell whether Mr. Dale was offering money in exchange for these acts?
Yes, I believe he was going to offer some money. I don't remember how much at this time.
We see on the top left-hand corner, Michael Dale, and then next to that, it says the Queen. Based on your investigation, who is the Queen?
Michaela Rylaarsdam.
Okay. And then to the right of the Queen, we see a timestamp. Is that fair?
Correct.
And then to the right of that, does it tell us whether it's an incoming or outgoing text?
Yes.
All right. So this first text, is this an incoming text?
Yes.
Can you go ahead and read the body of the text for us?
The body says, "So what color boots are you going to get? Black, red, pink for me. How about the bright pink?"
And is this a text from Michael Dale to the defendant, Ms. Rylaarsdam?
Yes.
All right. There's a mention of boots. How do the boots fit in to this? Good to go back here?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, if you need to point things out, great. Otherwise, I don't think you need to be up here.
Thank you.
So there's a mention of boots in this very first text. Can you tell us, based on your investigation of the case, what's the significance, if any, of the boots?
So Mr. Dale was asking Ms. Rylaarsdam to buy a pair of boots and glue them onto his feet. And when Mr. Dale was found, he did have a pair of boots glued onto his feet. They had to be removed in the emergency room.
Were those the same boots that Officer Edwards was describing?
Those are the same boots that he saw on him. I believe there was a second pair that were in the room on the floor.
So one pair glued onto Mr. Dale's feet, second pair of unused boots on the floor. Is that fair?
I believe so.
Okay. So the very next text message in the middle, what are we looking at here?
It's a photo of some dildos.
And again, is this an outgoing text from Michael Dale to the defendant, Ms. Rylaarsdam?
This is an incoming text from Michael Dale. This is from Ms. Rylaarsdam's phone. So it's an incoming text from Michael Dale to Ms. Rylaarsdam.
Thank you. And you said it's a picture of dildos.
Yeah, it's a advertisement on Etsy for to buy dildos for $36.
Can you read the next text message for us at the very bottom of page 1?
It's also incoming from Mr. Dale, and it says, I was thinking of something like this, say 6 inches long, that you could put down my throat before you glue my mouth shut.
Before we flip to page 2, can you tell us what is the timestamp or time frame of these text messages?
The picture came in at 7:05 p.m. on 3/26/23, and the text message came in at 7:06 p.m. So one right after the other.
So fair to say a couple weeks before the incident.
Correct.
Let's flip to page 2 on page 3. For the record, timestamp of these first couple messages are March 27th of 2023. Is that accurate, sir?
Yes.
All right. Walk us through the first 3 texts that we see on the second page. Can we go ahead and read those? So describe who's sending them and who's receiving them.
Sure. These all 3 are incoming from Michael Dale to Michaela Rylaarsdam. First is on 3/27/23. It's at 9:32 a.m. The body of the text reads, yes, I have been seriously thinking about you gluing my eyes shut at the end.
Okay. How about the next text?
The next text is the same day at 11:57 a.m., which says, can we glue my eyes shut, please? So sexy, you being the last beautiful angel I ever see.
And how about the next text?
The next text is at 12 p.m., so 3 minutes later, and it states, so can we please glue my eyes shut at the end, seriously?
That's also from Mr. Dale to the defendant.
Correct.
All right. So we see 5 total texts on this page. We've gone through 3 of them. Can you go ahead and read for us the next or 4th text message?
The next text message is an outgoing message from Michaela to Michael Dale at 12:01 p.m., which says yes.
All right. How about the 5th and final text?
That's from Michael Dale to Michaela Rylaarsdam at 12:03 p.m., which says, I seriously want a pool of glue over each eye. Okay.
If you could turn to the 3rd page, and this is page 3. 4 text messages on this 3rd page. For the record, the first text, is this incoming from Michael Dale to the defendant?
Yes.
And what's the timestamp on this one?
12:05 p.m., 3/27, the same day.
And go ahead and read that for us.
I want to make sure that I can never, in capitals, I can never ever see another girl. Okay.
How about the second text message?
The second one is from Michaela Rylaarsdam to Michael Dale, outgoing at 12:09 p.m., and it says never.
And the third?
The third is from Michael Dale to Michaela Rylaarsdam. It's at 12:11 p.m., and the text reads, so does that mean you will truly and honestly put a pool of Gorilla Glue in each eye to make it truly permanent for me, my sexy angel?
And the 4th text, was this the defendant's response to that?
Yes, it's an outgoing text message from Michaela Rylaarsdam to Michael Dale at 12:13 p.m. And it says, I will do whatever we put into writing to be signed, Dollface.
So as you guys can see here, this is the complaint from Michaela Rylaarsdam's case. It says Superior Court of California, County of San Diego, North County Division, the people of the state of California versus Michaela Brochet Rylaarsdam. It further states count 1 and the only count, charge PC 187A, felony, sentence range 25 years to life. Count 1 further says murder. On or about April 17th, 2023, Michaela Brochet Rylaarsdam did unlawfully murder Michael Dale, a human being, in violation of Penal Code Section 187. Then we'll go to California Penal Code Section 187A. And this says, murder is the unlawful killing of a human being or fetus with malice aforethought. According to California Penal Code Section 188, malice can be express or implied. Section 1 says, malice is expressed when there is manifested a deliberate intention to unlawfully take away the life of a fellow creature. Section 2 says, malice is implied when no considerable provocation appears, or when the circumstances attending the killing show an abandoned or malignant heart. Okay, now that we've gone through the definitions of everything, let me go ahead and read you guys the article about the updates in this case that I'm so excited to share with you all. OnlyFans creator sentenced to 4 years for fetish suffocation death of California man. A California woman who pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter after a paying client died during a filmed fetish encounter was sentenced on Monday to 4 years in prison. If you guys will notice, this article is dated June 8th of 2026, which happens to be the Monday which she was sentenced. And that literally only happened a few days ago. But let's continue. A woman who accidentally killed a man while filming fetish content for a popular social media site was sentenced to 4 years in prison in San Diego Superior Court on Monday. Michaela Rylaarsdam, 32, pleaded guilty last month to 1 count of involuntary manslaughter in connection with the 2023 death of 55-year-old Michael Dale from Escondido. Dale died as a result of suffocation after paying Rylaarsdam to perform fetish acts on him. These acts were meant to be published on Rylaarsdam's OnlyFans account, a popular online subscription-based website commonly used to share online adult content. Prosecutors say Dale's wrists were bound and a plastic bag was taped over his head for several minutes. Rylaarsdam ultimately called 911. In an emotional statement to the family, Rylaarsdam fought through tears. I was going back and forth as to whether I should say something and if I would say the wrong thing, said Rylaarsdam, who was seated in a corner of the courtroom just out of sight of most of the audience. But it would be a poor example to my children if I did not. When something bad happens, we need to take ownership. Rylaarsdam said she was disappointed in herself after reading a letter she wrote to Dale's family a year ago. In it, she wanted to tell her side of the story, but that explanation was not appropriate, she said. Rylaarsdam said she wished that she could change what happened. I'm sorry is not enough, said Rylaarsdam, who started therapy after the killing of Dale. The desire to go back and undo this would be at the top. I have a million emotions. Although Dale's family was not in the courtroom, Rylaarsdam's husband and uncle were both present for her sentencing. Clearly, there was no intent to kill Mr. Dale. Daniel Cohen, Rylaarsdam's attorney, told the courtroom this was clearly an accident. However, Superior Court Judge Brad Weinreb still had harsh words for Rylaarsdam. I know you've taken responsibility, but at the end of the day, we're dealing with the unfortunate and preventable death that was caused by your actions. Weinreb told Rylaarsdam the actions were so reckless that death was almost certain. Despite any agreement between Rylaarsdam and Dale, the facts of this case showed that the charges could have been significantly higher. Weinreb said, the conduct showed a conscious disregard for human life. Deputy District Attorney David Jarman told Courthouse News. She knew the risk she was engaging in and went for it anyway. Rylaarsdam and Dale had met a couple of weeks prior to his killing through an online advertising directory for adult content. Jarman said. The two then communicated via WhatsApp, where she charged him for text message exchanges, he said. Over the course of a few weeks, Dale paid Rylaarsdam more than $11,000. On April 17, 2023, Rylaarsdam, who lived in San Bernardino County, traveled to Dale's residence in Escondido, California, where she was hired to engage in bondage acts that ultimately led to his death. No sex act occurred between the two of them. Dale was described in court as a fragile man who suffered from some underlying medical conditions, including high blood pressure and diabetes. Rylaarsdam was originally facing a second-degree murder charge and potentially 25 years to life. Although Dale's family is still upset about his death, they are satisfied with the resolution of this case, Jarman said. Cohen described Rylaarsdam as a bright, intelligent young woman who was engaged in her OnlyFans business to support her family. It's a tragic situation, Cohen said. She never intended to kill anyone. Cohen said Rylaarsdam, who has been in jail since February of 2025, will likely remain incarcerated for a little bit more than a year due to credits for time already served. Okay, I'm going to stop right there and give you guys my opinion on this. Do I think that this was a right sentence? Yes, I do. I do. Do I think this is the right charge that she pled to? Yes, I do. When we talked about this case from the outset, I told you my opinions that this was not a murder case. I shared with you opinions of other attorneys who concurred with me. This was not a murder case. And so to finally see a case where I think the facts kind of align with the consequence that occurred here is just kind of refreshing. I am empathetic to Mr. Dale's family. It's unfortunate, the circumstances that everybody is in, but I'm also kind of pleased, honestly, with the result for Michaela, and hopefully she can live her life, make better decisions, and be a better role model for her children. But I told you guys this video was going to be brief. Did I keep my word? That is it for this video. But before I let you guys go, please share your opinions on this case with me, okay? Tell me what you want me to know. Let me know if you liked the outcome of this case. Let me know if you disliked the outcome of this case. Let me know if you want more videos like this. Let me know literally anything it is you want to let me know. And like and subscribe. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, y'all take care.